Hey Aries, I'm Drea with Abundant Life Divination, and this reading is going to be all about your self-love journey, how to honor yourself a little bit more, how to make sure that you take care of you. So let's jump right on in and start by pulling a couple of oracle cards to see what energies are surrounding this reading for you. And the first card that we have out for you is priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. Let's grab another. See what other energies are surrounding my Aries collective for this self-love reading. What else do we have for my Aries? And we have courage. So it feels like for a lot of my Aries collective out there that there is a bit of reframing of your energy and where you sort of put your efforts and your concern. I almost think that there's an expectation for a lot of you all out there that you focus on things and people and situations outside of yourself. It almost feels like there's a sense of expectation of the people around you that you sort of make sure that they're okay while you're not giving that level of focus and attention to yourself. So it seems like there's a situation for a lot of you out there where people expect or demand from you that you prioritize their needs over your own. And maybe because of the type of person that you are, you don't want to create any conflict. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And so up until this point, you may have been in a place where it's like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go along to get along. I'm not going to ruffle anybody's feathers. I'll make sure that they're good. And maybe you haven't been speaking up for yourself. Maybe you haven't been advocating for yourself. Maybe you haven't been giving yourself the energy that you actually deserve. So it feels with the courage card that there's a shift that's happening where you are sort of straightening your back and saying, you know what, this is no longer working for me. This is not okay. And, apologies if your feelings are hurt, but I need to do what's right for me at this point in my life going forward. So there seems to be a little bit of a change that's happening inside of you where maybe you're getting a little bit tired and you're choosing to stand up for yourself in a way that you may not have done so before, and you're prioritizing your happiness and your well-being over others. So starting off with the tarot, looking at how you feel about yourself, we have the Strength card in reverse. So this is not saying that you're weak at all, Aries. But again, it's almost like I see a person with their shoulders kind of slumped where they're just in this place of very reluctant acceptance. Like, I don't even feel like fighting with you right now. I don't have it in me. So whatever you want, okay, fine. We'll just go with it. It's okay. It's almost a sense of being bullied or manipulated, sort of being guilt tripped into not doing what's right for you. So that's sort of how you're looking. And it's not particularly making you happy right now, Aries. We have the 10 of chalices in reverse. So all of this energy that's sort of swirling around you right now, you're sort of looking at yourself like, I'm just tired, but I'm not happy with things the way that they are. But it's been this way for so long that I don't necessarily know a different way of operating through life. I'm going to take care of everybody else, keeps the peace. Like that's just it. And I'm getting a real sense of exhaustion right now from this reading so far. Now, why don't you prioritize your own needs? We have the 10 of swords. This is just it's betrayal, it's heartbreak, it's sort of backstabbing. This is the 10 of swords is a pretty dark and heavy energy. And it feels like you're not prioritizing yourself because you don't want anybody around you that you care about to feel as if you're not on their side, to, so that they don't feel as though you're going against them in some type of way. Again, Aries, it feels like you are sort of playing the role of peacemaker, even if it's not to your highest benefit. And we have the Two of Pentacles. This is about balance. This is about juggling. And I think, again, you're trying to sort of maintain that balance between you and this other person or these other people in your life. So it's almost like you're walking a bit of a tightrope right now for fear of hurting somebody else's feelings, making sure that they're okay, that they're protected, but you're not making sure that you're good. You're not making sure that you're protected. How you can show yourself that you are worthy, we have the Hermit card. So this is someone who is sort of traveling through life and they have this little light that's illuminating the path before them. So I feel like this is going to, unfortunately, Aries, going to be a little bit of a solo endeavor. You're going to have to find your way, blocking out the noise from other people, blocking out sort of their expectations about how you sort of move through your own life, taking care of them. It's going to be something different. It's going to be something unexpected. We have that clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So this is someone who is abundant in their own right. They have a lot of good things to offer, a lot of stability to offer. But I think in the context of this reading, this is going to be something that you are offering yourself. So taking that time to go within, seeking your own answers, figuring out how you want to show up in your own life is going to include you offering the stability that you've given to other people around you back to yourself. Now, how you can sort of show up in your own life in a more authentic way, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. And let's see if we can clarify that card a little bit more for you. What do we have for my Aries? How can they show up more authentically in their own life? It almost feels as though there's a sense of moving in silence that's happening right now. We have the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is really all about waiting for your ships to come in. So I think for you, and this goes along with the Hermit card, sort of finding your own way. I don't think that there's any need for you to sort of blow up at other people. It doesn't feel like that's your way. For the Aries who are watching this, this is more of a I can show you better than I can tell you energy. And so showing up authentically means turning all of this focus into yourself. You don't have to create a big production out of it. You don't have to make some grand announcement like, hey, I'm sick of y'all using me. I'm sick of y'all, focusing only on yourselves. I'm tired of you all draining my energy. Like, this is like, I'm good. I'm done. You don't have to do all of that. This is more about you, your own journey, doing what's right for you, independent of what anybody else thinks. And it's going to take a little bit of strength and courage, which you haven't been able to sort of channel up. But once you bring that energy back into yourself, Aries, it feels like it's going to be a lot easier for you to do that. Now, something that you need to let go of, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So I feel like there has been a little bit of a sense of other people's happiness being sort of the keystone to you living a peaceful life. And you're going to have to let go of sacrificing your own happiness for the sake of other people. Now, that's, I will give you, it's a little bit easier said than done, particularly when you care about people and when you've been in this place for so long that they just expect for you to be good with whatever, making sure that they're taken care of. But it's starting to take a toll on you, I think. And so now it's time to sort of switch things up a little bit. We have that clarified by the Knight of Chalices in reverse. So, something to let go of is continually offering your cup to other people. The Knight of Chalices is somebody who always comes in and they've got all this love and they've got all this energy and they've got all these good things that they're ready to offer people. And that's not to say that you have to be a terrible person and not care about anybody that you have in your life. I feel like Spirit is just saying at this point, dial it back a little bit. Be a little bit more discerning about where your energy goes and who you give that energy to. It's okay to preserve a little bit for yourself. Now, something that you need to acknowledge, Aries, in your self-love journey. What does my Aries collective need to acknowledge? We have Temperance. This is all about finding that balance, that equal give and take. And we saw that up here, right? With the Two of Pentacles, finding that equilibrium, being able to juggle. Temperance is all about patience. It's about having that balance, that sense of calm that comes with this peace that you're seeking. So I think that there needs to be a better balance for you in your life and how you interact with other people. If they're not giving to you, why should you spend your energy giving to them? If it's not going to be appreciated, if it's not going to be reciprocated, what exactly are you getting out of it? We have the Seven of Pentacles to clarify. This is about planting seeds and waiting for the sort of fruits of your labor. And I feel like Spirit is saying right now, Aries, that maybe it's time to stop planting seeds, at least with these particular people in these particular situations, because these seeds are not bearing fruit for you. There's an imbalance. You're prioritizing others over yourself, and you're not getting a return on that investment. So it's almost like, what's that old country song? Know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. I feel like Spirit is saying that maybe you should think about folding on some of these people, some of these situations. Now, your last message from Spirit, we have the Emperor in reverse, and let's go ahead and clarify that for you. And we have one that flipped over, and we have the High Priestess in reverse. So what this is telling me is that there may have been a little bit too much reliance on other people, other opinions that they've had for you, instead of sort of following your own intuition. And so the Emperor, when it's upright, is somebody who's very firm, somebody who's very abundant. They're able to sort of take care of business. And in not following your gut feelings, because I think for a lot of you Aries out there, you have had this nagging feeling that this isn't quite right. These situations don't feel good to you. And it's almost as if you're giving up your power by looking or sort of being under the influence of somebody else's strength and somebody else's authority. So I feel like Spirit wants you to be a little bit aware of that dynamic and start to make that shift. So essentially, this is about you, pulling up your britches and saying, you know what, I need to focus on me going forward. All of this energy that I've been giving to you all that hasn't been given back to me, I need to start pouring that back into myself. And it might be hard. It might be a little bit of a lonely path, but I know that I'm going to come out better on the other side of this. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one.